Hey everybody, welcome again to the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 19. Do not forget to drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything going on in this series or any other series on this channel. Today we're going to go into a series here against the New York Yankees, as with those simulated games we are still 5 games below 500, still in that wild card race somehow. And here we go against the New York Yankees. First game, it's Tanaka on the mound. He's taking on Dallas Keuchel. And as you can see, he gets the bases loaded. He gets out of a jam. Keuchel had gotten out of a jam in the first inning. And a lot of jams being gotten out of, but there we go. Runners on the corners. A sac fly by Judge is going to bring in DJ LeMahieu for the Yankees to get a 1-0 lead. Keuchel giving up some singles and some sacrifice bunts, but he does get out of that inning. Seager takes the base right away, but Tanaka able to shut down the rest of the batters that inning, and it's still a 1-0 game. Tanaka has D. Gordon get on second, but nothing ends up happening. Gary Sanchez hits a solo shot to start off the 6th inning for the Yankees, and that'll give them a 2-0 lead. Going into the 7th inning now. Another single there by Judge and LeMahieu, but we're able to get out of it. Keuchel doing a really great job on the mound. Even though the Yankees are hitting him, he is not giving up a ton of runs. Tanaka gives up a solo shot to D. Gordon, cutting the lead in half to 2-1. Then he gives up a solo shot to Jay Bruce. Della Betances comes into the game and gets them out of it. Betances in the bottom of the 9th now. Nothing ends up happening. We go to the 10th. It's Giancarlo Stanton getting a double up there for the second at-bat of the inning. But, again, nothing ends up happening. We get a stolen base by Malik Smith, but a strikeout there is going to kill it. 2 walks and then a 3-run shot for LeMahieu. And that's going to be tough. We're going to have to go into the bottom of the 11th and get some runs. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce, making it 5-3. But then 3 consecutive outs by Aroldis Chapman is going to shut us down here. It's going to be DJ LeMahieu who takes the player of the game, and rightfully so. He does a fantastic job. Gary Sanchez hits his 29th homer of the year. LeMahieu hits his 12th, I believe, or something like that. Jay Bruce hitting 2 home runs makes up to his 21st home run of the season. Dallas Keuchel pitches very well with a 3.06 ERA ending that game. Now we go into the second game of the series. It's Mike Leake on the mound against Gio Gonzalez. And Mike Leake going to give up a solo shot to Gary Sanchez, and then a couple doubles there to Voight Hicks, which is going to bring in a second run. So 2 runs he gives up in the top of the second. Not looking so great for our best statistical pitcher of the season. So Gio Gonzalez mowing through batters. Luke Voigt gets on there, but Leake gets them all out. And just a lot of outs, really. Both pitchers mowing guys down. An error gets Stanton on base, but that amounts to nothing. There's a double for Gleyber Torres, but Leake again able to get out. A solo shot for Domingo Santana in the bottom of the 7th inning. Zach Britton going to come into the game. There's a single. That's runners on the corners, but Britton gets them out of it. Into the top of the 8th inning, we're going to bring in Zach Roskup to start pitching, and he wasn't pitching great, but he did get out of that 8th inning. Into the bottom of the 8th, there's a couple hits right there. We get bases loaded, but we can't get anything. Gleyber Torres gets a leadoff double. They can't get anything. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's a double by Seager with 1 out. There's a ground out. Lobatone will walk. There's a single by Gordon. We have bases loaded with 2 out, and a nice single right there is going to bring home the tying run. We will go to the top of the 10th. We're going to bring in Tuivailala after a Gardner double, and Tuivailala is going to get us out of it. Ottavino is in for the Yankees now, and Tuivailala and Ottavino going back and forth with some really good pitching. Tulowitzki and LeMahieu are on, and Guerin comes in to get him out. There's Jonathan Holder pitching for them now. Malik Smith steals a base. He gets over to third with 2 out, and there's a ground out. Guerin still going strong. Holder, he's holding his own. Top of the 14th inning now. There's the bottom of the 14th and the top of the 15th. LeMahieu gets on. There's a sacrifice bunt. There's a walk by Andahar. Nothing ends up happening. Guerin does a fantastic job. Betances gets through the 15th. We think about bringing somebody else in. There's Voit hitting a double. We are going to bring in Chad Bradford now, or Chasen Bradford. He will get us out. A 2-run shot. It's a win. The Mariners in walk-off fashion in the 16th inning with a Kyle Seager 2-run shot are going to beat the New York Yankees and take 2 out of 3. Or, no, I'm an idiot. We're going to split so far. It is a 1-1 series. The gameplay is going to be coming up of the rubber game, you dumb FGU. Anyways, there's Mike Leake. He pitched very well. He has a 2.89 ERA, and here it is, the gameplay. The 88-46 Yankees and the 64-69 Mariners going at it head-to-head in the rubber match of this series. Felix Hernandez has an 8-14 record with a 4.47 ERA. He's looking to improve big time. Here's DJ LeMahieu. He has 12 homers on the season, and he's going to get jammed a little bit there, and that's going to pop fly out. Yankees starting lineup: DJ LeMahieu, Brett Gardner, Aaron Judge, Miguel Andahar, Gleyber Torres, Didi Gregorius, Luke Voit, Chris Owings, and Austin Romine. So here comes Brett Gardner. And Gardy going to hit one out to right field, and that one's going to be caught by Jay Bruce for the second out of the first inning. Here's Hernandez again, and he gets Aaron Judge to strike out swinging as we move to the bottom of the half of the inning. Here's Jordan Montgomery, the Yankees starting pitcher. He's 7-4 with a 3.61 ERA, and he will face the youngster Shed Long, who has been leading off for the Mariners for probably the better part of the last month and a half. So here's Shed Long. He's going to ground one over to the second baseman, and that's going to be thrown out. LeMahieu, nice defensive play. Here's the Mariners starting lineup: Shed Long, Kyle Lewis, Kyle Seager, Domingo Santana, Jay Bruce, David Freese, Omar Narvaez, Ichiro Suzuki, and I'm an idiot. Anyways, Seager comes up. He looks foolish. He's going to go down swinging. And now we go to the top of the second with a man on for the Yankees. And that one's going to get up the middle. Shed Long not able to make the play there. There's going to be 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And this one a little dribbler, and that's a nice play. Over to second for the out. Over to first for the double play. Fantastic double play. And the Mariners able to get out of that one. Here's Hernandez. He's going to start up some more trouble by giving up a big liner into left field on a 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a double. So up comes DJ LeMahieu, and he's going to rip this thing into left center field, and that is gone. See ya, as Michael K. would say. DJ LeMahieu with a 2-0 lead there on the 2-run shot, his 13th homer of the season. Now Miguel Andahar with 2 guys on. It's going to rip one down the left field line. They're going to call that one fair. People are going to start rolling around the bases. It confuses the crap out of the Mariners team. That's going to bring 2 more runs in on the 2-run double. You guys let me know in the comments section below. Do you think this is fair? It hits fair there in. Does that actually make it fair? Because it looks like it went left. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. But there's a solo shot from Didi Gregorius. That's going to make it 6-0 as we do manage some of this game. We're going to bring in Yaziel Sierra. Cheating a little bit so I didn't have to warm him up because Felix Hernandez was not pitching very well. There's a walk of Aaron Judge by Yaziel Sierra. And then Andahar is going to get walked as well. When the Yankees have a 6-0 lead, you don't want to put the first two guys on base. He would battle back here, but a 3-2 pitch is going to get ripped into right field, and runners are going to come home. That's going to make it 8-0 for the Yankees on that 2-run double right there. And now in comes Brett Gardner in the top of the 6th, and he's going to rip that thing into right field for the bomb. Brett Gardner, only his 5th home run of the season, but that one right there going to make it 9-0 Yankees. And this is not looking good for the Mariners, as here's another rip into center field. That one's going to get caught, so nothing else ends up happening. And as you can see right there, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Seattle Mariners are being no-hit by Jordan Montgomery. So here we go to the top of the 8th, and this one's going to be hit over to the wall in left center field, and that's going to bring in another run for the Yankees. It's going to be a triple, and it is 10-0. Now Didi's going to rip this thing into right. That's going to hit the wall, and Didi's going to have an RBI. It's going to be 11-0 RBI double by Didi Gregorius. Here's Omar Narvaez in the bottom of the 8th, and he's going to break up the no-hitter with just getting that liner down between the shortstop and the left fielder. No-hitter broken up, and there's Ichiro. He is going to pop fly this thing into left field. But we got to get Ichiro some face time in the series, as it will be the final time we will see him. Zach Britton going to come in the 9th inning now with Jordan Montgomery having no shot at a no-hitter. Might as well not ruin his ERA if any runs were to be given up. And here is Shed Long going to rip a little single into right field. Nice. Good for him. We got 1 on with 1 out. Here's Kyle Lewis, and he's going to get hit by a pitch. So now we have 2 on with 1 out. A little trouble getting started here for our Seattle Mariners, but Seager are going to look foolish again on that slider away. He falls for it every time. And then Domingo Santana going to go after an inside pitch, and that is going to end the game. So the Yankees going to win this thing. Jordan Montgomery with the win. Felix Hernandez with the loss. Jordan Montgomery goes 8 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit. Felix Hernandez 2 2/3. Gives up a ton. So ultimately, Yankees just too much for us to handle. Yasiel Sierra did not pitch very well in relief either. 4 innings, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts in his 4 innings. Jordan Montgomery to Zach Britton. That's how the Yankees prefer to do it. That's going to do it for this episode. We're going to check out some prospect spotlights in next episode. Please go ahead and drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. Plenty more coming your way.